Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
Well, thank you for joining us on this thankful day. That's right. We're hoping you're having a great Thanksgiving weekend with your family, and hopefully you're being very thankful because we have a lot to be thankful for here in America, especially here in Santa Clarita. My goodness, this is one of the best cities in the nation. I've lived here since 76 myself.
Wow.
That's right. Been in the mortgage industry since 87.
Wow.
Yes, I know you guys are thinking, how old is this guy? He sounds so young.
Well, I can tell you if you want. So just email me at donandgino@gmail.com.
Smart ass.
Hey, you know what? Maybe we could have a little contest surrounding that, right? It's like,
Hell
guess
yeah.
Don's age.
There you go. Okay, you can actually, you want to have fun, go ahead and, she doesn't get it. She's so funny, that crazy lady. Anyways, yeah, you can go to donandgino.com, click on the live stream button, and the cameras are here. I'm waving at you. You can go, how old is that guy?
Right. Yeah, and then you can go to our Facebook page because that's a good place for us to have fun with it, and go ahead and type it. So we'll have Jen do a post today that says, how old is Don, and let's see if we can get people guessing.
All right.
Are you thankful for what you just brought up?
I'm thankful because I'm very young at heart.
And you're vertical. That's
yeah,
good.
Yeah. And I actually, at the gym, I compete with the young punks.
Oh,
so the
you
hell with that.
smoke us. That's no joke. This man at the gym, he's always in there.
What's a gym?
Yeah, we're going to give you directions after Thanksgiving
I
weekend.
haven't been in about 3 weeks.
Good old Afterburn Fitness.
I'm running at 2 almost, yeah.
Actually, once you go to donandgino.com, and you're going to, we've been interviewing some of the best professionals in all of Santa Clarita now for almost 6 years. There's 1,500 YouTube videos on there that you can categorize, whether you want to talk about bankruptcy, you want to talk about trusts, you want to talk about financial planning, you want to talk about divorce, whatever it is. I don't want to talk about that, by the way. And you can find whatever you need. I learned a lot, and it's helping me a lot right now, but we learn every time these professionals come on board. And we put them together in one group for you because the hard thing is bad advice. It's the most costly thing in the world.
It's the most costly thing.
And the most frustrating and most emotional. So we put together a great group that's accountable to us, accountable to America's Professional Resource Group, accountable to you in Santa Clarita. All these professionals have pretty much 15 to 40 years experience, and you can find them by going to aprgi.com. That's aprgi.com, as in America's Professional Resource Group, Inc. And go check that out. Plus, we have magazines that are there's no ads in them. They're articles from all these professionals teaching you how to basically live your life better, go down the right path towards personal financial wellness.
It's unbelievable, Don. And you know how excited I am.
All these people.
I was just, you know how excited I am that we have finally put together, at least me personally, I'm going to raise my hand and say, I was not prepared. As much as I knew about finances, as much as I knew about interest rates and dollars and mortgages and things like that, I was not prepared. And Chris Ingram with Ingram Financial Solutions said it best. He says, we could spend all this time trying to make returns on your investments. And if you end up disabled and you can't work, it's all gone. It's all out the window. So you need disability insurance. Otherwise, these investments are futile. So, okay. So we got that in place. You need a trust. The way California calculates what the cost of probate is if you don't have your properties in a trust, it's astronomical. It's based on gross value. It has nothing to do with whether you owe money on those properties or not. So you may not think you're rich, but if you own property, regardless of what you owe as a mortgage on it, you should look into a trust because of the way you calculate probate costs.
And it's nothing. The cost to do it, plus your mental status after you get it done is amazing. Because you're like, I know I should be doing it. Now I'm glad I did.
So anyways, my point is, through America's Professional Resource Group, as we built the group, I feel more protected and ready than ever. I'm going into 2017 completely ready, full financial plan, full personal plan, well protected, and so my family's protected. So now I have peace of mind. And now I have peace of mind so I can think clearly and I don't have to worry about any of those things.
Yeah, thanks for getting your insurance finally, buddy.
Yeah, I know, finally.
We have insurance on each other. It's about damn time.
It looks like I needed to get into that. I didn't know any of that.
You see, you have family, kids, house, maybe.
Yeah. Plug into aprgi.com.
And check out. We'll hook you up with Lisa Odom. She's great.
Step one.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Dan Hunt, one of our top everybody's a top loan officer here, but Dan is very knowledgeable about the market. So we brought him to kind of share with you what the heck has happened with the interest rates lately, because you're going to hear about it, how interest rates have literally gone up 0.5% in the last few weeks since the election. which was the exact opposite direction that all the experts said.
Yeah. So, Dan, tell us a little bit. Again, we talked a little bit about it. Mostly everybody was protected in your pipeline. I have the same situation. Mostly everybody was protected. We had a couple of incidents. Sometimes somebody doesn't qualify. I got somebody who doesn't have the right FICO yet, or I've got things, as much as they'd like to be protected, they can't be. But what do you see going forward? We talked a little bit about thinking the market's going to come back. Why do you feel that way?
Well, I think it was an overreaction by most people in Wall Street. I think that people, like you said before, are betting on our economy, and they see that Trump's in there now, and that the fear, the uncertainty has kind of gone away a bit.
Yeah,
and
it went away the next day.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
The media were all about, it's going to be crazy. We don't know what he's going to do. And then the very next day when the markets reacted, it's like, oh, yeah, we thought that. We thought that he was going to be very pro-business.
Yeah, they're bipolar.
but I think there's going to be a reaction soon. I don't know when, but it's going to come back. I mean, I think that people are going to get out of the stock market. I can't say.
We hit record highs this week.
Yeah, I mean 19,000 or something.
Right,
like that.
over
So-
19,000 for the first time ever.
Yeah, and the S&P and the Russell both went on the same day, hit highs. So I saw the term this week coined irrational exuberance.
Yeah.
And so if that's true, the last time we had irrational exuberance in anything, real estate markets, .com bust, whatever,
Yeah.
when you have that type of speculative environment where people are just getting in because they think they can make a profit.
They want to ride the ride.
Yeah. At some point, that ride ends.
Well, and when it does, it's emotional. Everybody panics.
Right.
And you're going to see a correction, a major one. Mark our words, you're going to see a 600-point, probably a couple days in a row, correction at some point.
What we've seen in bonds is going to happen to the stocks.
I agree.
Now, whatever. At the end of the day, though, this might be the turning point. Is what I've also read.
Yep.
Is that global economies are betting on Trump to help inflate this country and hopefully help inflate them. Now the weird thing is he's not very pro outside the U.S. So why are other governments betting on the U.S.'s successes? That's the part that's still yet to be seen.
Well, the one thing that I always stress to people is that while rates have gone up, they're still fantastic.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
the same as they were at the beginning of this year.
Right. I remember, when I first started in this business, I was selling rates in the sixes.
I was selling in the double digits.
Right. So yeah.
And believe it or not, when it went below 10%, I called a bunch of people and say, "Grab it now! It's below 10."
9.99.
It'll never go lower.
Yeah.
And so you're talking mid fours and low fours is still fantastic rates.
Well, the average interest rate over the last 45 years is 8.26.
wow.
So
Yeah.
can you imagine you're still at half of that? And I'm going to go ahead and say it again. I've been saying it for almost 6 years now. It's free money. Inflation adjusted and tax benefit adjusted. You're getting this money for free for 30 years. Borrow as much of it as you can. And that actually brings me to my point that we've been having in our private meetings here at Skyline is saying, if you need cash out for anything, if you need cash out, think about your children's school loans. I think that's one of the biggest things to look at. School loans are no longer cheap. School loans used to be 2.99.
they're
They used
in
to
the
be
fives
government
now.
subsidy. They're 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you need to borrow money to send your kids to college, your home is still a good place to do that. So don't,
Home improvements. People are keeping their homes now. Home improvements. And we're doing a lot of debt consolidation, meaning grabbing the debts that you've built up. Now you have an equity position, rolling that into your loan. And then we do strategize with you. We don't just make you reset. We basically help you take some of that savings, reinvest it towards your principal so that you basically stay on the same track with your home, but increase your cash flow every month.
Yeah, so
There's
those are
ways
the
to do all
strategies
that,
we
right?
work on, Dan. It's not always, it's not the time to call us to save $50 on your payment or 100 times. It's the time to call us to strategize about the next 5 and 10 years.
You can do that, right, Dan?
Absolutely. I do it all
How do
day
they get a
long.
hold of you?
Well, give me a call here, 661-802-5790.
5790 802-5790.
That's it.
Yes, and Dan Hunt's got a ton of experience. He's a good dude and knows his stuff. So I agree with you guys. What's funny is why I personally think that the interest rates will improve some. I think you're right. There's a turning point of where interest rates are going. I don't know if we'll hit those all-time lows again because of the direction that Trump will lead us, and hopefully. And the truth be told, he's not even in office yet.
Yeah.
So it's going to take time. This is a huge, huge ship. You don't turn it around in a day. This is going to take time, and it's going to take time to see if his direction is correct. If he's pissing people off, if he's negotiating correctly, if people are on his side, he's still got to get Congress behind him, the House and Senate, and everybody else. It's going to take time. So there's going to be a fallback, I believe, and I think interest rates will improve some, stock market will come down some, but I think our direction is correct.
Yeah, so let's talk just for 1 minute, the big caveat, and we'll talk about it more next week, but the big shift is going to be what the Fed does. Right now, it's no longer about what Trump's doing.
That.
It's going to be what does the Fed do in December.
I'll bet my car that they will raise
your car or
the
your truck?
The truck.
Yeah.
I don't get to use it anyway. So. But I guarantee they raise rates a quarter point. Now that's short-term interest rates. Just so you guys know, it's not your home loan. It's basically your credit cards, your house loans, and equity lines and stuff like that.
Which might actually have the opposite effect on our mortgages.
Yes.
So we think there's going to be a retracement that might be a good opportunity. Get in position to lock your loan right now. Right now is a good time to get in position. Get your credit run, get the analysis done, get the strategy done. Dan can help you with that.
Yep. Hey, reach out to us at SantaClaritaHomeLoan.com. SantaClaritaHomeLoan.com. All our great professionals are on there. We'll give you great advice. You've got friends here now for 6 years online, on the air, sharing with you what you need to know, want to know, should know about real estate and finance. We appreciate you. We're thankful for you. We appreciate you being part of our show on this fine Thanksgiving weekend. Dan?
Thank you very much for having me. It was
There you
fun.
go, Mr. Gino.
All right. I'm very thankful to be here, and I'm thankful for you joining our show.
All right. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend, and
Be good humans.